Today we're going to be playing an ABZAN Reanimator deck. Now this deck is no ordinary Reanimator deck because we are not focused on bringing creatures back to life. Today we are bringing enchantments and artifacts back to life with Brilliant Restoration, which allows us to bring every enchantment and artifact from our graveyard back to the battlefield in one turn, which can definitely end a game in an instant, depending on how many you have in the graveyard. How do we fill up the graveyard? Well, we've got things like Shigeki and then Cemetery Trespassing. Now the Cemetery Trespassing, if you don't know, allows us to build 3 cards off of our deck every single turn and has a nice hideaway on there, which will allow us to cast a free spell later in the game, which is great. We've also got the rest of the deck piled with just super powerful enchantments and artifacts like Maskwood Nexus and Skeletal Swarming. But we've also got really good defensive spells like Binding, as well as Borrowed Time to, slow the game down to get to our top end. But this game has cause for some really explosive top end games that are super exciting to watch. So stick around for all of that. There will be a full deck breakdown at the end of today's video. And in the meantime, there's a link in the description below for the deck list. And if you guys enjoy content just like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the like button. Both go a very long way and are free ways to help support the channel. With that being said, guys, enjoy these games. They're an absolute blast. We'll see you at the end. Peace. Be sure to check out the new Swayze shop that just went live. Get yourself a really cool community-inspired t-shirt, all while helping support the channel. Links to the shop will be down below in the description. And with that being said, enjoy the games. Peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we've got another great list for you. This one's going to be an ABZAN Enchantments tribal kind of a deck that's going to use the Brilliant Restoration to basically reanimate the entire deck back to life. It should be a lot of fun, and this opening hand is actually super good. We have the Shigeki to hopefully find us a black source here. Yeah, this could be good, man. This could be really good. We'll see. Early Shigeki is always really nice. I have yet to actually cast out the Shigeki and use it properly. I've been building around this deck a lot, and Shigeki was a very late addition, so I've only got 1 game of experience with it, and it did get removed last game. So I'm excited to try it because I've yet to play this card out myself and see what it can do. So I have high hopes for it, that's for sure. And we can block and use its ability, which is really nice to get, some stuff in the graveyard as well as an extra land on the battlefield. And then we can return, a Brilliant Restoration to our hand if we lose one in the milling process with the Cemetery. So should work really well with this deck, especially because it's an enchantment itself. The opponent's already kind of taken a long time to make some decisions. This looks like they're on like a mono white deck, I'm assuming, or Orzhov. Those are really the 2 big ones that utilize the snow mana. Well, mono white doesn't really always use snow mana, but I've seen it. It's got to be Orzhov. The odds are Orzhov. Okay. I don't know why that just happened. They just kind of skipped the turn over to us, which is fine. I mean, we'll take it. Okay, they're back. They must have just DC'd for a second. All right, when they go to target this, I'm going to go ahead and pop its mechanic. And we'll grab a swamp if we can. No swamp. Another Shigeki. All right, let's play out the Shigeki. Let's go. We have to find that the black source at some point, and also ramping is really nice here. So we'll just play it out again, and we'll just ramp up again. So we're okay in this spot. I really like this position that we're in currently. Opponent took that turn off, though. I do feel a little bad. I don't want to win games like that. It looks like they might have DC'd for a moment and had to reset their game or something, but. They exile my land. Beautiful. That was like the one card I don't care about. All right, and then we get a black source. Hallelujah. And I think I'm going to go this route just so that way I can guarantee that I can ramp with the Shigeki. Is that important, though? Yeah, it is kind of important because I need to get stuff into the graveyard, right? So I am actually going to go for the Shigeki play here, which might seem like super low value when you got things like Glorious Sunrise and Rabble Rousing in hand. But I mean, we're ramping up. We're doing our thing. Like, this is This is really good. Filling up the graveyard is huge. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, it gets to do the graveyard effect. That's pretty annoying. Okay. All right, they get to do the graveyard stuff. They're gonna take with the binding. Okay, well, yeah, that's probably the best pay. Ah, darn it, I needed the binding to stay in there. Okay, fair enough. Maybe we, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what we do here. Restoration hopefully should handle it as long as we get good stuff in the yard. We don't get anything good in the yard though. Wow. Well then, maybe that's pretty good. Maybe we channel this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We bring back Doomscar. I don't know. I don't know what the play is, to be honest with you. Double cemetery seems fun though. I just don't know. This is actually really tough. One, 2, 3, 4. I could bring back 2 cards because I can't really cast the Doomscar, right? Let's do 2 cards. This is fine. I like this. I like this play a lot, actually. Okay, so now we got the Doomscar and we got the Cemetery Tampering. So both of these will kind of line up our next couple of turns here, which is great. I think that was definitely the move. We needed both of those cards very, very much so. The Doomscar can reset us here. The Sentinel is really a problem for us, being able to exile a bunch of cards from our graveyard. So a Doomscar to just kind of, reset the board. We can get a Tampering down the following turn and also bind whatever play they may have played out that turn. And we'll be in a really good spot. We will need another land, though. We don't hit a land. Shoot. Okay, well, there goes a little bit of my idea. But we do get a Shigeki down, so I guess that's something. There's a Doomscar for you. Shigeki gets to come down, and then we'll follow it up with a binding, probably on whatever. That's fine. It doesn't actually work against Doomscar, I don't believe, even if they chose white, because it's a sweeper. It's not actually targeting. All right, and then we get Shigeki in. All right, now let's see what the graveyard's got for us. So far we just got a Cemetery and a Maskwood Nexus. Nothing great, nothing to write home about. Brutal Cathar comes down. That's fine. We blow it up. That's a good target. Do they have another drop though? They do. It's a 3/3 with Ward 1. If it's neither day or night, it becomes day as enters battlefield. Whenever day becomes night, look at the top. 4 cards in your library. You may reveal a creature card with mana value 3 or less from among them. Put it in your hand. Why have I never seen this card? Why have I never seen that card? All right. We will bind. And I think we will Cemetery. All right, we don't really care too much about the 3/3. We'll make a block here for sure. Guess we'll take that. We want the one that we're not going to be able to cast because we're not going to be able to fill up the graveyard fast enough in order to do our thing. All right, that's going to pump the squad up pretty heavy here. It's annoying. That is annoying. Do we take that? No, because we bring back Shigeki as well. Brilliant Restoration's about to go off for us here, which is great. I do need 3 really good hits here though. That'll work. Ooh, let's go. That's huge. Okay. We're chilling. We're chilling. Let's just hope they don't scoop up here because I would really like to continue this game so they can see just how big this Brilliant Restoration is going to be. Nice. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's
about to go down.
This is our turn. This is our turn right here. This is the moment, ladies and gentlemen. The moment everyone's been waiting for. Ta-da! Ta-da! GG's. Oh man, we had skeletal swarming out there, double skeletal swarming, so every creature on the battlefield was going to be a skeleton, and we were going to pop 2 skeletons per turn. Actually, on that particular turn they were each going to get 2, so we're going to get 4 skeletons, and we were going to start gaining life every single turn, and eventually these would have popped. Yeah, that was really good, and we had these in hand. Like, let's go, man. Oh my goodness, that was so much fun. That was nice. That's a good way to open up the games, man. A good way to open up the games, being able to hit your restoration and very cleanly hit it as well. Opponent goes first. Our hand is not built for success. This is better. Yeah, this is better. We have 1 Shigeki, so it can probably get us there as far as the mana goes, hopefully. Demir colors. Okay. Demir, huh? So the Doomscar is probably going to be irrelevant. Power word kill. Great. So it's going to be a lot of killing my stuff very fast, which is unfortunate because I really need these Shigekis on the battlefield doing some stuff for me. Otherwise, we're in trouble. This one gets countered. We're toast. All right. They go for Tainted Indulgence. It's a reanimator deck. Okay, so it's not going to be a whole bunch of removal stuff. All right, so it's whoever can reanimate better and faster, which looks like they're on the right track, and we are not. So, gotta imagine we're gonna lose this this fight. Okay, it is a lot of kill stuff. I don't know what's going on, man. All I know is we took a 2-land hand, and now we're absolutely getting trounced because of it. Another green-black. Not exactly what we wanted to see. Doomscar, though, hopefully able to take care of whatever they reanimate. We shall see. Cemetery Tampering should be nice if it sticks, that is, because it should be able to mill us quite a bit. This game should go pretty long, I think. All right, it does stick. I got to imagine it's going to stay. And I also got to imagine our opponent's probably going to be on a memory deluge here. All right, they let me get the hideaway, which means if they are going to destroy it, they waited for me to get the hideaway, which is very smart. Yeah, there's a memory deluge there. Okay. Now we just need lands, man. We need lands, and they all specifically have to be white sources, which I was hoping to fix that problem with the Shigeki. Man, couple bad hands, man. Couple bad hands that we had to mull into. The good news is we don't actually need mana to cast this Brilliant Restoration, so if we can get to it, we're chilling. And we just milled out 3 more cards and still didn't hit another land, so it's gonna be one of those types of games. These games are not fun to play, man. These games are not fun to play when Magic Arena does not allow you to actually play any Magic. Wow. All right. Let's just use our 3 uncastable Doomscars to scare them off here. The opponent probably knows what we're up to. No, they probably don't know what we're up to yet. Once they find a Brilliant Restoration hitting the graveyard, they should be able to see what we're up to. I don't like that they haven't done anything, though. Kind of making me nervous. I'm trying to see here. I think it's casting the card without paying. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I was trying to find the text on there. So it's casting the card without paying its mana cost, which means it is still counterable, which would be super sad. All right, another land, but it's not one that's what we needed. We needed a white source here in order to cast any of these or these. Hullbreaker Horror. That's gonna destroy our face. And now they actually have an answer to my Cemetery Trespassing. So, yeah, I gotta imagine this game is pretty much over. This game is definitely over. There's our white source though. Yeah, I feel like I'm just delaying the inevitable here. They just play any sort of spell whatsoever and they bounce all of this stuff back to my hand. So let's just go ahead and concede here and just understand that that was just not our game. You know, shoot, that was just not our game. The early Shigeki removals were just so good against us. It really slowed down the production of what we were trying to do. We were much too slow for our opponent here. Yeah, I don't know what we're taking our time for. All right, on to the next one. Unfortunate. All right, that's fine. Sometimes you get, you know, sometimes you don't get the lands. We didn't get the lands there, and the opening hands were a little bad. So we move on to the next one, and hopefully it gets a little bit better. We'll see. All right, we get some pretty good. Oh man, I don't think we can keep this one either. Guess that's a little better. We got early Shigeki and we've got a little bit better mana here. This can go back. Yeah, I think this is fine. This is a much better start. Now, again, we're in the same sort of situation as the last game though, where Shigeki is very important to survival. So gotta hope they don't remove it off the battlefield here. All right, Jukai Naturalist. So Doomscar is going to be important. Borrowed Time going to be important here. Let's just get this down though and get this going. We're going to ramp up to hopefully the Restoration. And yeah, this will be fine. Naya Enchantments. I'm trying to think of what you know, worst case scenario type stuff. And it can go off. Don't get me wrong. This deck can go off, but I think we're going to be okay. They are going to get the Runeforge Champion in with the Jukai Naturalist back to back though, which means infinite card draw potentially here. Any more runes in hand here? They do have more runes. Okay. All right, no blocks. We're going to take this and then we'll make a block against the Runeforge Champion next turn. And then we'll ramp with the Shigeki and then hopefully that should be enough. If we top deck another land, of course that is, and then we can Doomscar the board. Seems like the move, I think. Could be wrong. I could borrow time something here, obviously, but I don't know if I'd like that over ramping into the Doomscar and getting a clean sweep. And then we could follow up after the clean sweep with, you know, spot removal. All right, that's going to go off. They get a 2/2 out of the deal. So the more the merrier as far as bodies go, because, again, we want to try to Doomscar the board here. But going to be hard, though, because we do need to hit a land off the top of the deck in order to pull this off. Activate the ability. Okay, now we just need one more land. Come on. Come on, deck. Provide what we need. Let's go. We got it. Okay. Okay. Let's do it. Simple Doomscar takes care of that. Now they can draw and discard cards here, though, which could definitely set them up for future plays here. But I have Binding and Borrowed Time to follow up these next couple of turns, which I love. Jukai Naturalist, okay. Hopefully they invest into the Jukai Naturalist with some more runes. Very nice. And we are going to go for the Binding play, though, because we want to make sure that we can ramp here. Man, what's in the yard here? Pretty good cards, honestly. Yeah, I'm going to bind and then go for the Shigeki play here. Bind. Shigeki. And then we follow the Shigeki up with another a mill. Because if we can mill out some more enchantments, the better the restoration gets. And we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're just missing 1 planes in order to cast this. So feeling pretty good about this. Borrowed Time on the Kami is so good because the Kami is going to continuously keep coming back to life. So a Borrowed Time on it is a nice way to deal with it. All right, we take 4, which is unfortunate. I mean, that's a lot of damage we just, you know, we're taking. So got to keep that in mind. Need a white source here. So we borrowed time, our friend here. Borrowed time. And we pass the turn. We make a block. Bounce the Shigeki back to hand. Fill up the graveyard. And then we restoration, hopefully for a lot here. The binding is going to go back to the graveyard as well. So we're going to be able to bind something again. This should be really good. It really should. As long as our opponent doesn't hit like runner trample type of effects here on these runes. That's fine. We blow that up with the binding. So we're chilling. We're absolutely chilling right now. We should be able to win this game. I think we should be able to win this, guys. We're going to pull it off. I just hope that the Shigeki hits like even more nonsense. Hopefully some life gain mechanics. Hopefully a, you know, a Glorious Sunrise or, you know, an Elixir would be nice. Because we do need to get our life total back and going. Because this deck really can recharge really fast. Even though we're going to blow this up and this. Actually, are we even going to blow? We're probably not even going to blow up the Kikijiki. They can recharge really quick with this deck. So I got to keep that in mind. So the life gain is going to be pretty key here. All right, they do attack into us. They're looking to gain that life, which is fine because they're not going to gain any life. And another binding. Nice. Okay, so we are going to be able to take care of the reflection of Kikijiki as well. All right, here we go. Let the games begin, ladies and gentlemen. Let the games begin. Angels come down and let's get another brilliant going. 3 cards in the graveyard though, not a lot. And let's Shigeki. Yeah, Shigeki's perfect because we can actually fill up the graveyard even more, and then next turn we can pull back a restoration and use it again. That would be pretty wild. I actually like that idea a lot. All right. Oh my gosh, that loop is crazy. Shigeki goes hard in the paint in this deck. My goodness. We had the retribution as well, which is so good, especially with the Masquid Nexus. All right. Oh, there's 2 life gain mechanics in the yard right now. So we're going to go find those right here and right now. Let's get those out of the graveyard. We need them now. So Shigeki, go ahead and do your thing. Yep. Let's go with 1. Auto pay. And let's create one of these. Attack in. Feeling really good. And then we'll end our turn. And then both of these go back to the graveyard. We hit them with another brilliant restoration for all of these glorious sunrises and elixirs. Holy cow. This game is going off for us right now. This is going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy. They're definitely going to scoop after this, but man, the board we're starting to set up right now is nuts. Holy cow. I just didn't think we were going to be this consistent at hitting our restoration and things like that. But Shigeki really was the icing on the cake. I can't believe that was a late addition to my deck here. I can't believe how late that was added. All right, here we go. Here we go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Let's grab a rabble rousing, I think. And look how much life gain we got going on now, guys. We've got 2 glorious sunrises. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. We haven't even played skeletal swarming yet. Like, what is going on? Let's get back into this game. Double strike, by the way. Double strike, by the way, guys. Everything's an angel, so let's go. And the opponent's down to 1 card in hand. I've got to imagine that they're almost ready here to concede. We're at 12 life. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. And by the way, how many cards? 8 cards in the graveyard. We got 2 of these going off now, which is going to get us another brilliant and a rabble rousing as well. Oh, that's so freaking good. Another brilliant restoration. Holy cow. Just keep on ramping. Just keep on ramping. All right, let's just go ahead and finish him. Let's just go ahead and finish him, yeah? I'd say that's a pretty solid way to close out the game. Now, keep in mind, the skeletal swarming comes down. If you guys don't already know, the skeletal swarmings come into play. And what that does is makes all of these into skeletons because everything is everything. And this is going to pump them all up by how many skeletons we have. Then we pumped up a squad with all the 1/1 counters and trample. These all have flying. It was a dunzo match right there. That was really good. Really good. All right, I reset the game for audio issues, but my goodness, I'm still like pumped about that last game. That was so good. Oh man, and it was so nice that they just let us kind of go through that a little bit here and feel the power of what we could do potentially. Opening hand is potentially pretty solid. It could be bad just because we don't have a way to fill up the graveyard, but we have a couple answers early and we have our brilliant restoration in hand, so I'm hoping that should be enough to get us going. And it is a mono white aggro deck, it looks like, so the Doomscar are going to be extremely relevant here. We have another white source, so I am going to play this for potentially a black source here. I'm going to go ahead and just foretell this though. Hold on to this in case we need it for white, because we need so much white commitment here on the brilliant restoration that we got to be kind of careful on how we do things. All right, they're really sending it here on the board. We foretell a card and showing white, and they just send it hard on the board here. So, and we get a cemetery tampering. All right, you know what's going to happen here? I'm going to play out the cemetery tampering, and I'm going to just take a shot here to the face. I'm going to take another big shot to the face. Not a big deal for us. Guess the binding is the best choice. All right, go ahead, do your thing. Load up some more. No, you're not going to load up anymore? Interesting. Even after, okay, kind of a weird turn there. They kind of changed the tune of how they were playing. But we are going to blow up the board nonetheless, so we sweep them up. They've got 3 cards in hand, now 4. Let's see what they do. I don't know if we can actually make it, to be honest. If they refill the board up here with like at least more than 1 creature, we might be in trouble. And a Clarion Spirit of all things too, so that's not good. All right, well, if they take my cemetery tampering, it does give me a body to block with though, so that might actually go against what they were trying to accomplish. So I get a 3/3 body, so that's good. So you can't attack with the Clarion, but you can go over the top with all the 1/1s that you can generate, which is really annoying. But it's kind of more of a slow bleed, which is nice. That's really good. That actually couldn't have come at a better time. All right, we get a flyer now as well to block in the air. No attacks. Gonna play this slow and steady. We need a lot more white sources here. The brilliant restoration not gonna work unless we get enough white sources. Okay, so that's gonna give another 1/1 counter to a creature. And then are they gonna give another 1/1 counter? They don't. Wow. You would think they would have. They should have, because now our angel's gonna do some work on you. All right, we'll be seeing you. And we'll be creating another blocker. So still the only thing that can hit us is in the air with the 1/1. But I'm okay with that. And there's the scoop. Nice. We cleaned up really nicely there. I didn't expect to get a big brilliant restoration off against a deck that quick and a deck that, you know, goes that wide. But we were actually really close. We were actually going to hit. Oh, there's only one thing in the yard. Never mind. That actually wouldn't have been very good at all. But we were what? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. We were one planes away from casting the restoration. Not that it mattered, but GG. So that was actually kind of hilarious. I was in the middle of recording, and that last game to this game, the rating thing did a weird bug, and it just reset. So I officially am back down in platinum. I think it's happened one other time where I was recording a video, we were in Mythic, and it just jumped to platinum. Let's see here. What do we got? I guess the race to Mythic starts over again, huh? We'll see if this deck can hang in Mythic and in going back to platinum. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. I think we can do better. This is better. Yes, this is much better. Okay. That was pretty cool though. Mythic and platinum gameplay all in the same video. Let's go. I like the Shigeki here. That feels great. Yeah, I was like, what? Because my thing was showing me 100% for a second there. I was like, what's going on here? And it like bugged out, and then it went, and then it gave me the rewards. I was like, oh, okay. Interesting. Eaten alive. Oh, you're kidding me. Well, there goes that game plan, huh? Hey, I like seeing that. That's a good find right there off the top. We're set up real nice for this game. We got the Doomscar. We got, sheesh. I'm gonna get the Visionary. I think I'd like to see the rest of that stuff in my deck so it can get into the graveyard. Yeah, man, I feel pretty good about this setup here. We've got, you know, the Elixir, which is gonna start drawing us cards soon, I hope, and then Doomscar to protect the board, and Restoration, which is just a matter of time with the help of the Tampering. Oh, that was a great. Those are some great hits right there. This is also a great hit. That takes care of the problem of that thing coming back because it just has Blitz and it can be played from the graveyard. The Lantern. Sheesh. Okay, that's fine. Don't really care. I mean, I do care, but it's just going to be more of a nuisance, being annoying. All right, let's go ahead and get the Elixir down. The Elixir is going to gain us some life here every turn, which is going to combat the Turgid's Lantern, I hope. A little bit, at least. Decline. I'm starting to think this isn't going to be as good, right? Let's go, dude. We just need... What do we need? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we just need one more white source. This is going to be clutch. All right. We're chilling, man. We're chilling. I might discard the Doomscar to keep up with the life gain. I don't know. We'll see. Nah, we'll just keep taking the damage. It's fine. I mean, we're gaining 2. We're taking 6. That's not great. Obviously, 4 turn is not ideal. We'll just save this as long as we can, but still could be relevant. We'll see. Yep, it is relevant. It is, in fact, relevant. All right. Decline. Come on, land. It needs to be a white source, too. It has to be a white source. Oh, my gosh. What do we got? Rabble Rousing, Binding, Cemetery. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. This poor man just got destroyed. They just got bodied. We were got to gain 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 life a turn. 7 life per turn. What was our total right there? Yeah, we would have been at 18. Rabble Rousing was on field. Oh man, that was gonna get crazy. We had angels coming down. Love it. All right, it looks like we might have time for one more. I'll squeeze it in here. Yeah, man. This deck's so much fun. I wish I could play it even longer, but let's see. Binding. Yeah, I can keep this. I can keep this. I hope we get another land that's either a white or black source, so I don't have to use this one on black and not be able to Doomscar. I don't know. We'll see. It's all dependent upon whether or not they're an aggressive deck anyways. And we do actually get a swamp, so we're fine. We are fine. Okay, wait, hold on. They're Jund. I'm sorry. This land looks so different. Jund with that. Okay. Okay. Doomscar should definitely be relevant. Should definitely be relevant. I want to use up these bindings, you know, the best I can, though, so I can ramp up a little bit, you know what I mean? Maybe we do just blow up the board here. Yeah, I think the Doomscar is the play here because I can't allow them to get any treasures and get ahead here. They've only got 3 cards in hand, so that might be a pretty good Doomscar, actually. I like that we had the mana, the Cosmos Elixir in hand as well. That's also going to help a lot. They throw away 2 lands. Fable the Mirror Breaker again. You know what? Only 2 cards left in hand. I think I'm going to prioritize blowing these up with the binding. I think that'll be my priority. I don't really care about the 2/2. I care more now about whether or not they copy some things. I'm actually going to go here. I'm going to eliminate their process of being able to find the cards that they need first. This will come down as a 2/2 and I'll blow it up with this. But yeah, we're looking okay here, man. We can go grab a couple of extra lands off the top with the bindings ramp mechanic, and we can just drop a Cosmos Elixir maybe. We got some options here. We should be able to survive, I hope. They just sifted out a Titan out of their hand. That definitely means they have another Titan, which is not good. Shoot, we might not win this game, guys. They're doing their thing right now. Oh, let's go. That's so clutch. Okay. Woo, that's clutch. That is so friggin' clutch. All right, Doomscar the board, feeling pretty fresh. Now we've got a binding for any sort of bigger spell they want to play out. But if they do play out a Titan, it's obviously going to get a shield counter, which is not good. Not good at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They need 7, right? Nope, they just need 6. All right. In fact, they just need 5. All right, no shield counter, no shield counter. No, they put a shield counter. Ugh, okay, we're in trouble. We're in trouble, we're in trouble, we're in trouble, we're in trouble. We have a great hand. We just... the order of operations here is just a bit slow. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, we survive at least 1 turn if we play this out, and then who knows if we get a brilliant restoration off. Gosh, how lame is that though? How lame is that move? I think we take out the 4/4. I think we take out the 4/4 here. I don't like it, but it at least technically in this board state buys me an extra turn if they don't activate the Den of the Bugbear though, and they do. So yeah, it's not looking good. I think we're gonna take an L here on the last one, but ultimately though, a pretty solid couple of games, man, for this deck. I think it performed pretty sweet. All right, we get a land here. We did in fact find a Balagan Recovery too, which would have gotten us back a Doomscar. Which wouldn't have been able to be casted this turn, but you know, something to be proud of, I guess, as the way this deck performed. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it did well. I think it did well. We're gonna gain some life here. We're gonna get run over by all these lands, and that's game. But yeah, guys, that's fine. It's all good. We're in platinum now. We're gonna start this grind all over again. But with that being said, let's break this deck down. That will conclude today's gameplay portion of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We're going to break the deck down now in full, but before I do, huge shout out to everyone who made it this far into the video. I do appreciate it very much. It goes a very long way here on the YouTube algorithm, so thanks for sticking by me. I appreciate that a lot. And with that being said, let's talk about the list. This one was tough. This one was tough to get dialed in to a point where we were actually winning consistently. I actually spent most of my day grinding this thing from 94% down to 89, but made a lot of adjustments. The first build around on this deck did not have Doomscars in it, which I think is very much necessary for this build. I was too heavy in the department of trying to synergize every single card with each other. And it doesn't have to necessarily be that way. As long as we get a handful of really good enchantments in the graveyard and artifacts, the Brilliant Restoration will take care of the rest. We don't need every single card to be an enchantment artifact. So we had to splash in things like Doomscar, which will then help us kind of get to that top end where we need to be. I also had things in here like Jukai Naturalist, which was really cool because it was a nice way to ramp into our bigger enchantments and not so much, you know, focus and live and die by the Brilliant Restoration, which was kind of cool. but it was still a little too slow. And a lot of times Jukai Naturalist was getting removed off the battlefield instantly because people thought we were a rune deck, and you know how scary that card can be for that deck. So we didn't exactly get a lot of value out of that card. So we switched over to this build, and it's been working so much better. We splashed in, of course, a lot of removal here, like Borrowed Time, and a lot of bindings because we want to ramp into the Brilliant Restoration. So the bindings are very much important in this deck. And we added some life gain stuff in the deck too. The Cosmos Elixir and the Glorious Sunrise were also late additions to the deck. And you know, gaining that life can be a big game changer, especially late in the game when we you know, we're trying to get to turn, what is this, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're trying to get to turn 7 to win the game. There's a lot of decks out there trying to win the game by turn 4. So we're trying our best to gain that life back and do our thing. So Doomscar and these two cards, very, very helpful. And then again, these removal spells, also helpful. Now the rest of the deck, that is where we're trying to synergize. We're trying to synergize the Maskwood Nexus here with Skeletal Swarming on the offensive side of things. Obviously, Skeletal Swarming hitting Rabble Rousing would be busted because Rabble Rousing will then turn these humans and citizen tokens into skeletons as well. We've also got the Retribution, which is even crazier because if it pairs with all 3 of these cards, the angels are now also skeletons, and these are also angels. So now everything's going to get double strike, and you're going to be able to tap everything down to kill things. It's really, really nice. But I don't think we got that combo off completely today, but I mean, people are going to scoop when they see it hit the battlefield. But it's a really fun and interesting combo. Obviously, Shigeki played a really nice role in this deck too. I didn't realize how powerful this card was. It's the first time I actually got a chance to play it. And we're actually going to be playing it again on a Friday video, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, man, Cemetery Tampering, what a cool card, man. If you can double up on these and get your hideaways off, it's so broken, especially with the restoration. But the rest of the deck is as follows. I mean, we got these additional lands in here for the binding, so we can go search for you know, the triumphs and whatnot. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's deck, man. This one's pretty interchangeable. If you guys want to take a look at obviously all the enchantments and artifacts in your filter, and you can kind of interchange a lot of these cards in and out. Obviously, Meathook Massacre is technically an enchantment and stuff like that, but I don't believe that when you Brilliant Restoration, you're going to be able to pay for the Meathook. So, you know, just things to look at. There's options out there, different things you can do, but ultimately, I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did as well. And that will conclude today's video. We are going to be live tonight, so be on the lookout for that. Hit your notification bell if you want to be notified when we go live. And huge shout out, as always, goes to the Marty Mob. If you guys don't know, the Marty Mob is a group of people here on the channel who are part of the membership program. It's what we call our members here on the channel. And they help support and grow the channel very much so through their membership. So I want to say thank you at the end of every single video to them and let them know how much I appreciate everything they do for me. So thank you guys. Appreciate you. And with that being said, I hope to see you tonight on the live stream. If not, we'll see you guys for tomorrow's video. Until next time, peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the Mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.